subscribe and hit the bell icon to never miss an update from EtimesTV.
See, as artists, as actors, as dancer, whatever performer, deep down we know that it's a very unstable career. It's a very unstable business to be in. They keep commenting whenever we post something together. They keep commenting, when are you guys making season 2, season 3, season 4, whatever they remember, and how they want to bifurcate in their head how many seasons were there. It's an unstable career. So you have proved yourself for one show. You're done with that. Now you have to move on. You have to again prove yourself, and do other projects and keep doing so on and on till you want to entertain people, and maybe sometimes you achieve something and then you don't have to really prove. When I was a dancer, it was difficult for me to prove myself as an actor. When I started acting, it was difficult for me again to prove myself as a dancer. So it has always been that जब भी मैं एक प्रोजेक्ट अगर डांसिंग का करूंगा तो लोग मेरे एक्टिंग पे डाउट करते हैं, एक्टिंग का करूंगा तो डांसिंग पे डाउट करते हैं. To make sure that they understand that okay, you have used me, and still I will reach where I want to, and what my goal is, I will still show it to you and make sure that you see what I have achieved, and not in a derogatory manner, but in just like करके दिखाता हूँ.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Shantanu.
Hello, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you doing?
All well, I will say. Yeah.
Okay, so welcome to EtimesTV, Shantanu.
Thank you so much.
So, how have you been all this while?
All this while, like everyone, I guess, learned a lot of things about life, few घरेलू काम, and got opportunities to work as well with a lot of talented people. So yeah.
Okay. So, what is it that in this lockdown phase is one thing that you it just hit you, and it's like a lesson that you've learned for life. Any one thing?
One thing. I always knew that family was important and spending time with them is equally important. But also, I have realized that how friends, the family that you also choose, and friends, they are also important, and they play a very key role at times. Because this is something that we don't realize. We step out, we meet them, so we at times share a lot of things with them. But we take those things for granted.
Granted.
There is family, and then you have your extended family, which is equally important. And taking care and being responsible enough in terms of whatever you do is something that I have learned, I would say. Yeah.
You also battled COVID, and that was, that would have been, I'm sure, a very tough time. So, physically, आप weak होते ही हो, but mentally you've got to be strong. So, where did you derive that mental? I mean, have you always been a very strong person mentally?
I would like to think that yes, I am. uh, uh, but yeah, I mean, during COVID, one thing that I realized while I was in it, after a day or two, when things were not like normal, it was just not being under control with all the medication and doctors, whatever they were trying to do, steam and everything. I decided that no matter how or what is happening inside my body, I am going to recover from it. So that is what I had mentally prepared myself. I was in that stage where I had actually gone to hospital, Seven Hills, and then came back from there. So I didn't get admitted in the hospital because my reports were not ready. So luckily, thankfully, my reports were not ready, so I didn't have to really get admitted. So yeah, I mean, the scenario that I saw, and the problem that family members outside the hospital and patients were facing, is something, it's very hard to describe. So I just prepared myself that I don't want to come here. So I will do whatever I have to, whatever gharelu upay I have to do, I will do, and take proper precautionary measures. So yeah, that's what my mental this thing was. And yeah.
Shantanu, also, as we all know, acting as as a profession, we've got to be very, like I said, mentally strong because it's very uncertain. There are a lot of uncertainties. You have a project today, you might not have it tomorrow. You might sign on the dotted lines and then not have it tomorrow. So this phase when everybody was struggling, actors also were struggling. So did you go through any such phases where you were worried about not getting work or some all of those financial stability?
Um, See, as artists, as actors, as dancer, whatever performer, uh, deep down we know that it's a very unstable career. It's a very unstable business to be in. So you are, yes, mentally kind of prepared about it, and that is only possible when your family supports you. So my family supports me in that manner. So at least I am not worried in that aspect of it. But yes, it's a constant. Um, I don't know. It's a constant survival issue that you keep facing, no matter what. But it is part of this career path that I have chosen. So you have to live with it. Whatever. Whatever you go through, there are people who are going through much uh, bigger problems. So just be happy about what you have right now, and just be able to sustain and survive and keep moving forward. So that's all I do.
Okay. When you started out as a dancer first, like, uh, so was your, I mean, did you always want to take up dance as a full-fledged profession?
Not really. Yes, I wanted to become a choreographer at one point, but like not just keep dancing or like not become a dance teacher, not become no disrespect to anyone. Didn't have that thing to become a dance teacher or um, uh, uh, back dancing. Those were not the things that I was looking for. I always wanted to either be a choreographer uh, or nothing else, or otherwise just get back to your studies because belong to a Marwadi family. So next thing is CA. So yeah.
So when you started your career in acting, was your family supportive enough? And how was it? How did you get that break?
Actually, more than me, my mom somehow just knew that I would be very good in front of camera. I always wanted to be behind cameras. This is something that I've said in so many interviews. So yeah, I never thought that I can act.
Hmm.
Like I used to be part of building plays that my uncle used to direct and everything, but those plays were like very frivolous. Uh, no offense. Hope he's not watching this. But yeah, I never thought that I would get into acting or anything like this in this field because I didn't have any kind of family background in this, so didn't have much knowledge. And I'm from Calcutta, so all the more मतलब Bengali इतनी fluent नहीं थी कि मैं सोच सकूं that I can be part of Bengali industry. So I always had this doubt that acting is not for me. It's something more. I'm more interested in behind the scene. Behind the scene, that is what I thought I will want to be part of. Media line. ये पता था बाकी कुछ नहीं पता था कि क्या होता है उसमें. So, yeah.
But now we all have seen you can act very well, and you're doing it. You've been doing it for so many years now. So how does it
Thank you.
feel? कि खुद का जो भरोसा नहीं था अपने आप पर, and now you earned that.
Yeah, absolutely. When I was well, when I got a chance to be part of D3, Dil Dosti Dance, that the team was so good, and everyone were just like out of college and in college. I was in college, so all of us were new to this field, so we didn't know how to act apart from few of them. apart from Sneha, actually, no one apart from Sneha knew how to act. So the team was really good. They really saw that we are comfortable, and they really worked hard with us. And I joined process. My dancing back then, I don't know, still it is. I feel is I like to express myself with my facial expressions, and that is what it helps me in acting as well.
Are you still in touch with the day co-actors of yours?
तो हाँ, टाइम पास करने के लिए हम लोग मिलते रहते हैं. वी आर क्लोज.
Okay.
अगर हम नहीं भी मिलते हैं ना, तो we have that kind of bond where we can just even after a year or two, even if we are not in touch, we can just call each other and we'll be on the same page because we share that rapport with each other. So yeah.
This TV show was really, I mean, it was loved by the youth. And so, do you keep getting messages for a new season with so many shows reviving again? Do you get such messages on your social media, on your Instagram DM?
Yeah, absolutely. There are so many people. They keep commenting whenever we post something together. They keep commenting, when are you guys making season 2, season 3, season 4, whatever they remember, and how they want to bifurcate in their head how many seasons were there. Uh, so yeah, they keep asking us when is it happening, and fans keep making um, that small VMs, they call it, video mixes of our shows. Or of our characters. So yeah, it's overwhelming. It's so much. I mean, we are getting so much love even after it's been around 7 to 8 years now. Yeah. But it was one of the best shows during that time, and they really
Would
have
you,
good
would you
memories.
personally
People.
want to, recreate this show? Like, would you want to be a part of the show with a new season if it's happening?
Yeah, absolutely. I would love to be able to play Swayam again. We did that a small bit skits that we did during lockdown. We tried to revive D3 in some way. So yeah, I mean, it was super fun to play wearing that white T-shirt and shirt again,
Bicycling.
chest shirt of Swayam. Yeah, it was super fun. And then Sharon ki piche pagal. So yeah, I think it was super fun.
Okay. Achha, Shantanu, like you mentioned, you don't have anybody in the industry, no connections. So how has the journey been? Has it been like the ups and downs? काफी रहते हैं. When you know nothing about a place, you have to figure out things on your own. So how did
Yeah.
you do that?
Though the team that I worked with were really best that I could have asked for, because they were really very helpful overall also in terms of mentoring us, in terms of guiding us, because that was our first show.
Yes.
For most of us, it was our first show, so we were like really new. So we just at that point of time we thought कि lifetime तक चलता रहेगा because इतना अच्छा चल रहा है, you know. We were teens यार, मतलब कॉलेज में पढ़ रहे हो तो आप यही सब सोचते हो कि आपको पॉकेट मनी के लिए आपको पापा से नहीं मांगना पड़ रहा है, तो बस बहुत है. But yes, as you said, धीरे धीरे when show got over, we never used to go for auditions. So when you step out and you get into the different world where you have to audition, and where you have to prove yourself again, that's the time when it hit, like, okay, the thing that you asked initially, ki it's an unstable career. So you have proved yourself for one show. You're done with that. Now you have to move on. You have to again prove yourself, and do other projects and keep doing so, on and on till you want to entertain people, and maybe sometimes you achieve something and then you don't have to really prove. So yeah, it's in that process where you realize that people use you. People they play with your emotions. You are misguided because they want your role or whatever. There are so many aspects to it. So that's when you learn so many different things. Also, because I had dancing background, so it was hard for me to prove myself. When I was a dancer, it was difficult for me to prove myself as an actor. When I started acting, it was difficult for me again to prove myself as a dancer. So it has always been that. जो जब भी मैं एक प्रोजेक्ट अगर डांसिंग का करूंगा तो लोग मेरे एक्टिंग पे डाउट करते हैं, एक्टिंग का करूंगा तो डांसिंग पे डाउट करते हैं. So it has been a constant
Constant
I'll
battle
not say
between.
pressure, but yeah, I mean, you have to keep proving it. अरे मतलब दोनों भी कर सकता हूँ. I am really passionate about both acting as well as dancing. So it's hard. They give you that tag of a dancer actor, you know. So I mean ultimately it's the way I'm
It's a
performing.
performer.
So I'm a
It's performance.
yeah, exactly.
So
Yeah,
Shantanu,
yeah.
like you mentioned that people use you, misguide you. So I'm sure it happens with a lot of people when they enter the industry and they try to make it here. So during those times, the criticism that you get, the comments that you receive, uh, they either make you or they break you. I mean, it shatters your confidence, if I may put it that way. So
Yeah.
when you went through such phases, what were the things that you went in your mind? How did you gather yourself back to, fight it back?
So this happened. There was this one incident when I was in D3. So they used to have like a lot of back then there used to be threads बनाते थे fans लोग and they used to write their own thing and whatever. I mean comments type का जो आजकल होता है वैसा back then it used to have they used to have every episode का thread. So once what happened is I went on that site and I started reading comments about so annoying types we used to have that back then. So I mean so in that session I asked few things which made our creative Palki Malhotra realize that something is wrong. The question that he is asking is very off. And then she said that she just asked me, did you happen to like go through any of the comments or this and that? And I said, yes, I have. And she told me that, never let those things affect you. So whatever the comments and this and that, never let those things affect you. So that stayed with me. So generally, I don't let people affect me when it comes to social media. But when it comes to experiences, people using me, it really is. I'm an emotional person, so it really does hurt. But then it gives me motive, or it motivates me to prove myself again, to make sure that they understand that okay, you have used me, and still I will reach where I want to, and what my goal is. I will still show it to you and make sure that you see what I have achieved, and not in a derogatory manner, but in just like करके दिखाता हूँ,
It's just
देर
like I
आएंगे
will
पर
not
दुरुस्त
speak,
आएंगे.
देर आएंगे, दुरुस्त आएंगे. It's like I will not speak, but I will let my actions show you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, thank you for helping me.
Okay. Coming back to dance, you have earned, global accolades. You made India proud on a foreign soil. You won dance competitions. Despite all of that, and with a good career over here in the Hindi film industry, how do you manage to stay grounded even after so much, even after achieving so much?
Because I've seen that exposure when it comes to dancing. When you represent India, when you get a chance to interact with other dancers, other countries' dancers, it does make you realize that there's so much that one needs to learn, and there is so much that one needs to do to make sure that overall dancing in our country improves. And that's why like Desi Opera's motto is to celebrate dance. That is very important because yes, I mean competitions are part of it, but that shouldn't be कि मैं तुझे हराऊंगा तू मुझसे जीत के दिखा. That shouldn't be the culture. That shouldn't be the thought process of youngsters or any dancers or any crew. It should always be to celebrate dance, to make sure that ultimately the art form wins and it's celebrated, because that is very important. India has so much talent. If we can, whatever knowledge I have gained through my experiences, I would love, whenever I get a chance, I love to share it with young potential dancers, because I mean, nobody shared those knowledge or those ideas or those uh, experiences with me or with my friends or crewmates. So it really does help and it makes a lot of difference. So when you see all those things by default, you realize that how small you are, and there is so much knowledge that you need to absorb, and there is so much that one can do. Apart from this, I also feel your friend circle and your family plays a big role in making you what you are and stay grounded. So yeah, I mean, yeah, credits to people around me. I would say.
We have seen you won Khatro Ke Khiladi. We've seen your caliber there, like physical, mental strength वहाँ देखा है. We've seen you do Nach Baliye, dance तो we all know. We've seen you in Jhalak also, yes?
Yes,
Jhalak?
yes.
हाँ.
Why
Big
you
Boss
guessing? Yes.
बचा है.
हमारे सीजन के बाद ही बंद कर दिया उन्होंने.
uh, so Big Boss बचा है. Have you been approached for that show ever?
Yeah, they have approached me for 2, 3, I mean, quite few seasons,
So,
but
do you
I
wish
don't
to?
think I'll be able to give the content. No, as of now, I don't wish to. I don't think I'm cut out for that. I mean, yeah.
On social media, it's become like we have spoken to a lot of people who say कि आजकल काम हमें हमारे सोशल मीडिया पे कितने फॉलोअर्स हैं उसे देखकर दिया जाता है ना कि हाउ टैलेंटेड यू आर सो एंड so what do you have to say about it? Yeah, in general, what do you believe? What is your view?
I'm saying yes. I mean, it has happened. A lot of casting happens on the basis of your social media following and your presence on social media. Um, yes, I feel. I mean, in a way, it's like telling people that you have to have certain kind of lifestyle to be in this industry, which I don't really agree to, because um, sometimes it's just hard. I'm a very private person, so for me it's just very hard to be able to always show what I'm doing or express what I'm going through. I mean, there are a lot of people who are good at it. I mean, each to its own. I have been. It's my characteristics. I have to deal with it. So sometimes it's hard, but yeah, even I feel it's harsh to judge any talent on the basis of the following that they have, because your following depends on so many multiple reasons and ways. So it's just not the right barometer or measuring scale to judge someone. Uh, it's harsh, but yeah, that's the thing that we have to deal with. So there is no other alternative, I would say.
The relationships in this industry are very fickle, and आज आप किसी के साथ हो दोस्ती हो या जो भी हो, you never know if it's going how long it's going to last. So, do you have friends in the industry, or have they always been with you, or what do you have to say about it?
I I don't feel right third people or third party judging on anyone's relationship. Yes, in media industry, in our industry, it's a glamorous industry, so people like to talk about it. People, if they start dating, I mean, people who are of the same industry, they start dating, it becomes kind of a big. But I feel relationships are as such which you can't generalize for anyone. I mean, in terms of, I can't give a general opinion or a general statement on it, because you don't know what are the equations, what are the how that person is, what are their relationship, what kind of relationship do they share. So it's just I find it very frivolous to discuss about relationship, because each to its own. यार आपको नहीं पता कि उसके दिमाग में क्या चल रहा है, किसके दिमाग में क्या चल रहा है, what's the reason and how. I mean, there are a lot of breakups or friendship, love interest turns into great friendship. So I mean, each to its own. Each to
Yeah.
its own. We shouldn't. Yeah.
Hello, Shantanu. Thank you so much for talking to us. It was lovely talking to you. Lovely.
It was lovely talking to you, Gayatri. Yeah, it was so much fun after a very long
Yeah, it was
time.
fun.
I had a good fun interview. So, yeah, it's good.
Chalo, see you soon. All the best for all the projects that you are doing.
Chalo. Yep. See you soon.
Bye bye.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.